Okay, Mom, for my dorm, I'm thinking coquette meets poet core.
That sounds like a vibe. What do you need? And where do we get it?
Target. I already have everything on my mood board. A comforter, pillows, and a super cute floral lamp.
So you probably need a rug to tie it all together.
OMG, they have the perfect CMPC rug.
CMPC?
Coquette meets poet core.
Oh, okay. In that case, let's RTT.
Yeah, let's run to Target. You're getting it. Find your dorm inspiration and everything you need at Target.
The Hulu original series, Furious, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
There are 3 victims we know of. The suspect is female, white, late 20s.
Female serial killers kill for power, control.
I believe there's a deeper motivation here.
You have no idea who you're dealing with, and you are gonna end up dead.
I've been waiting for you.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious, now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. For bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Welcome back to Connect with Jonathan Mark. Wow, it has been another year. It's been a crazy year, but I just want to thank everyone for listening, being so invested in the cases and helping these families, but also helping the show grow. Now, we are 5-star reviews away from me hitting 500 5-star reviews and me being able to give away readings. So please, if you haven't, please leave a review. Now, I just wanted to come on and just talk about what this year has been, my true appreciation for every single one of you, and how things are going to be a little different in a really good way. Now, in a really good way. Oh man, where to start? So let's start with what this year has been. Now, we've helped so many families with so many cases. And as much as I wish cases progress at a lightning speed, unfortunately, they don't. They just don't move at that speed. Now, we helped so many law enforcement, departments, whether it's sheriff's departments, police departments, whatever it is, but we also help the family. And I want to talk about how I went from working on cases in the United States to international cold cases and what that process has been, because it's been kind of a different type of process, at least for me, working with these police departments in other countries. Granted, it hasn't been a bunch of different countries, but it's definitely enough for me to be able to speak about it. I worked on a case, Switzerland, a lot in Canada, Australia, Ireland. There's been a Denmark. I mean, there's been a lot. And I'll tell you this with their processes, they are, I think when you go into this, before I get into it, I think you go into this stuff not knowing, with language barriers, that's a huge thing that I've been facing, and how the departments and the detectives on these cases operate, and if they truly want a medium's help, right? And what I can tell you is that in other countries, they are very open. Detectives, chiefs of police. Now, granted, in the United States, they are too, but, I just never, I think you just don't really know. So it's been quite the process. Now, there's been times where it's taken a little bit longer. So some of these cases that I've been doing that are considered, which not considered, but they are the international cold case, I've been getting a lot. And like I kind of mentioned to you before, the biggest hurdle that I'm currently facing is the language barrier. Now, you'll have one person kind of be able to speak, I will say, broken English, and then you have people that do not understand English at all. And I would say majority don't with the foreign languages, not like Australia, obviously, and, England, but these other countries. Now, what's been happening is when I try to do it, so when I try to record, it's become quite an issue, and I'll explain to you why. Because it's the family, the law enforcement, and kind of what you can call it an interpreter. They work with law enforcement, but they're like the interpreter. So that as I say one sentence, you pause and wait, and it becomes a little chaotic when it comes to editing, because then things won't kind of line up or make sense. Now, obviously, I help behind, you can say, the camera, behind the mic, which I do a lot. And that's a little bit easier, I'll say. I mean, it's still very difficult because the translation of like sentences and what I'm explaining and seeing, sometimes it's very hard for them to put into their language because they don't know how, or they don't really understand what I'm saying, I guess is the best way I can explain it. So that's why there's been a little bit of like a pause on this international cold case series amongst other things that are kind of going on behind closed doors. There's going to be a complete revamp of the show, and it's going to be new format, new everything. And that's not going to happen for at least a month, I will say. Maybe less, but I'm still going to put out episodes. I needed and wanted to put out this episode to explain, but going back, and I'm going to hit this topic too, but I'm going to go back to the international cold case side.
Visible puts the ultimate wireless hack in the palm of your hand. With unlimited 5G wireless data and hotspot designed to keep you connected, powered by Verizon's 5G network. And no contract holding you back. Plans start at $25 a month, or get the premium Visible Plus Pro plan and save $10 on your first month when you use promo code HACK. Make the switch at Visible.com. Terms apply. See Visible.com for details.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his perfect bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
This episode is brought to you by San Pellegrino Ciao. A gift from Italy to your home. San Pellegrino Ciao is a flavored sparkling water made with real fruit juice, finished with a pinch of Sicilian salt for a perfectly balanced taste. So which flavor will you choose? Peach, lime, blood orange, cherry, or maybe the all-new limoncello? Crafted in Italy with 0 grams of added sugar. San Pellegrino Ciao. Buy it now.
Now, with that, I'm still doing it. I have a couple set up that I'm kind of waiting on to do. 1, language barrier. 2, I want to make sure the new format and everything is kind of complete before I just put out a random episode. And I want the episodes to, 1, sound and look great, and 2, I want it to be able to be helpful for the families. Now, we have them from all over the world. So now trying to figure out what's the best way, as I was mentioning, with the interpreter side, the editing side, and what to do. So that kind of brings me back to me working on cases in the United States and why I kind of shifted into this international cold case stuff. Well, for one, I thought it'd be kind of a fun thing to do for you guys to be invested in other cases to help these families across the world. And for me, just to be able to help these different departments that reached out. 2, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes that I need all my cases from the United States for. I'll be telling you guys what it's for very shortly, but there's a rhyme to a reason of everything that I'm doing. And I'm still helping out privately with cases and law enforcement. So if your family or if you're law enforcement listening, which there are a lot of law enforcement people listening, you can absolutely reach out to me. I'm still taking cases and I'll explain to you what's going on. What I'm going to be doing now is kind of talking to you also about it's not a shift, but it's going to be a shift in the show. And the shift in the show is all for good reasons. It's what I like to say as like we're growing. So I need to shift it into a different format to make it more smooth, to make it more consistent, to have everything kind of in place. Because when I do it, I kind of base it off of the family and the law enforcement who I'm helping, their availability and things like that, which becomes really difficult. And I always want to bring on real people, real situations, real law enforcement. That's the thing. And yes, I'll talk about some cases that I'm working on privately that I'm allowed to, that the family's not present for. But There's going to be a whole new format, which I'm very excited about. But I wanted to come on just to share that with you guys. Now, I want to share some personal things, I guess you can say, about readings, because I think sometimes people think, which is completely okay, that mediums or just myself are like machines a little bit. And I want to share that that could not be more of a false statement. It takes a lot out of myself and other mediums to do readings. And for those that say that it doesn't, I mean, God bless them. But for me, and for a lot of the ones that you guys know about and see on TV and podcasts and stuff, they have similar situations where it just takes a lot out of you. And what happens with me is I get these horrible migraines. So if I do a bunch and I push myself with clients, because I do normal readings, I do that every day. I just do casework on top of it. So when I push myself, then I get these things called an ocular migraine, and I can't see out of my left eye for like 10 to 15 minutes. But then a horrible migraine comes in and I can't control it. And sometimes I get migraines without the ocular side of things. So I just wanted to come on just to share that, because I think people think I can just go. As much as I wish I could, and I do push myself, I've come to the point where I need to protect myself with this. Like, if I want to be able to be helpful to families just for readings and law enforcement and families, I have to protect myself and I have to take care of myself, which is kind of hard for me to do because I constantly just want to help. So please bear with me if you have an appointment set up or something, and then all of a sudden, last minute, you get an email saying I have a migraine. Well, there's a reason why. It's not just because I want to just cancel or reschedule on anyone. I would never want to do that. It's just I want to give everyone the absolute best that I can. With all that being said, guys, I'm excited for the change. I'm happy you guys know what I've been going through with the international cold cases, and now I'm going to be mixing in international and domestic cold cases. And please do not forget to leave a 5-star review on my podcast, on Apple and everything, because it helps out so much. And I'm 5 away from 500, and I really want to give away a reading. We're so close. And also, if you, your family, or anyone you know that are unfortunately affected by a cold case or missing persons cases and you want my help, please email connectjonathanmark@gmail.com. And do not forget to follow all my social media. They are all Jonathan Mark Medium. I'm excited for the future, and I'm excited to bring some of you guys on too. It's going to be awesome. So please, please, please stay tuned, and thank you so much for listening.